Hey guys, it's Emily and welcome to a new weekly reading vlog. So today marks the beginning of week 3 of BELIEVATHON hosted by Gavin over at How to Train Your Gavin. And as you guys may know, if you've watched the first 2 vlogs, I'm a little bit behind on my TBR. I'm really hoping that this week will change things and that I'll finally be able to catch up on my TBR and read more books, because so far we are behind. If we want to complete all 13 prompts and figure out who has stolen the Manifikarum, we need to read more. So this is really going to be the plan for this week, is to read as much as possible. I feel like I say that every week, but I feel like this week I'm really gonna try to make that happen. So today is Sunday and it's about 2:30 p.m. I've spent my morning editing the vlog for week 2, which is a little bit late. It's still not up at this time, and usually it goes up at 11 a.m. But yeah, I just haven't had time to like finish editing and everything. So I finished that this morning, and I also did some grocery shopping with my mom. And now it's time for me to start my next read. So I've decided that the next book that I will be reading is Tilly and the Map of Stories by Anna James. So I am using this book for the chain prompt, which is to read a book that has a colorful cast of characters, and I'm very excited to dive into it. This is the 3rd book in the Pages & Co series. I started reading it a little bit while the vlog was exporting, so I'm on page 40. I'm not super far into it, but I'm very intrigued because the last book left us on such a cliffhanger that I cannot wait to see where the story will go. Also, can you spot the cute dog in the background? She's sleepy. I don't want to wake her up, but she's so cute. Anyway, now it's time for me to read. Hey, so it's now a little bit later. It is about 10:30 p.m. and I have finished reading Tilly and a Map of Stories by Anna James. So I've been spending my afternoon reading and watching YouTube videos, and I finished a book, and I'm so happy that I did, because I think I'm going to give this book a 4.5, maybe even a 5 out of 5 stars. It was such a great installment and also an amazing conclusion to the series. I don't know if it's the last book in this series, to be honest, but the way this book ended, it kind of felt like one. I think if the series ended, I wouldn't be sad, because I would be sad because I love these characters in this world, but I also feel like this was such a strong ending. But I would also be very glad to continue reading the series if there were any more installments being published. So I think if you guys haven't picked up Pages & Co, you definitely should. And I can't really give you guys too much info on this. I feel like I can't really give you a proper review because I feel like I would be spoiling it. But it was amazing. I feel like Anna James keeps on expanding this world with every new installment that she releases in the series, and I love it because we understand book wandering a lot more and the political aspect to it. So I think there's a lot about the series that is so great, and if you guys haven't checked it out yet, you definitely should. It makes me feel so warm and cozy reading this because it's a book about books, and I don't know, it just makes my heart soar whenever I read one of these books, and I would highly recommend them if you guys haven't checked them out already. Also, I've been burning one of the BELIEVATHON candle. This one is a 221B Baker Street, and I love it. It smells so sweet and delicious, and I think it might be my favorite candle out of the 2. I love the scent. Now I think I'm going to go to bed, but that means that we have acquired our 5th clue, which is the chain, because this book was the book that I picked for this prompt. I had to read a book that features a colorful cast of characters, and this book definitely has that. So that means that we have another prompt under our belt, which is great. Now I think I'm going to go to bed, and I think I'll catch up with you guys in the morning.
Everything about you. Everything about you.
Hey guys, so today is Monday. It's the start of a new work week. Before I start my work day though, and work for the rest of the day I guess, I thought I would share with you guys what I'm planning on picking up next. So last night I finished reading Pages & Co, like I said yesterday, and I was kind of looking for a book that would give me similar vibes. So I've decided to go with Book Scavenger by Jennifer Chambliss Bergman. So I'm using this book for the backpack, so the book that is from a new to me author, and I don't know much about the plot of this book. I just know that, as the title suggests, It's a scavenger hunt involving books. The back says, a hidden book, a found cipher, a game begins. And I feel like it's going to give me the same cozy book about books vibe that Pages & Co did. So I'm really looking forward to starting it, and hopefully we can finish it very quickly. I think it's about 300 pages, so it shouldn't be a long read. Nearly 350, so I don't think it's going to be a super long book to read, but I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't heard anyone talk about it, but the premise sounded very interesting, even though I don't know too much about the premise, but just like the scavenger hunt, the book about books, I don't know. I was intrigued, so I am looking forward to reading it. But now, let me start my work day. I'm a dumbass who thought that updating a computer before work in the morning was a good idea. But as it turns out, there's 43 minutes left to this update. Sorry, it's not focusing, but 43 minutes. I'm sorry I'm supposed to start at 8:15 or 8:30 at the latest. How am I supposed to work if my computer is not, like, working? Ugh. Hello, so it is the next day, so it's Tuesday, and yesterday I started reading Book Scavenger by Jennifer Chambliss Berkman. I made it to page 104, and I guess I wanted to do an update because so far I am not loving it. I thought I would enjoy this a lot more than I am right now. I don't know why, I'm just not really loving the way the book is executed. So I love the concept of it. It's basically like a scavenger hunt type of game that involves books, so you can either hide books and get points for that, or you can find books and also get points for that. And in order to find the books, you have to create a puzzle or to solve a puzzle if you're the one finding the book, and you gain points in this community, and then the more points you get, the higher up you get. And I am really loving the concept. Like, the whole premise sounds so interesting, but I feel like the characters are super flat and one-dimensional, and I don't know, I'm just not loving it as much as I thought I would, which is so sad because puzzles and books are two of my favorite things, and I'm really sad that this book is just not it for me right now. I don't know, maybe the further into it I would get, the better it would become, but like I'm already 100 pages in, like a third in, and not much has really happened. Well, a little bit, but nothing that I'm too interested in. So I don't know, it makes me very sad because, like I said, I love the premise, but so far I'm not loving it. So I thought that I would put this down for now. I'm not DNFing it or anything, but I kind of need to try something else because I really need to read books this week. I really need to complete challenges because I'm super behind, and I know I won't have as much time in the upcoming days because of other things that I have going on. So I really need to make sure that I get as much done as I can, like, so that I can complete the readathon, you know? So I thought that I would sample two books that are on my TBR and that I think I would really enjoy. So I have The Eye of the North by Sinead Hohart. I'm using this for the dagger, so a book set in a dangerous setting. And then I have A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison, which I'm using for the torn page, and for that I have to read a book that has a supernatural element, I believe. So those two are things that I've heard great things about. This one specifically, and this one I'm just super intrigued by the cover, and I believe part of it takes place in Paris and there's like an adventure going on, so I think I would really like this. So I think what I'm going to do right now is read a chapter of both, so kind of like try a chapter tag and decide what I'm going to be reading today, because like I said, I don't want to be in a reading slump or whatever, and I feel like if I continue reading Book Scavenger, I might just not want to pick it up and not read it as fast as I could something that I really enjoy. And as I said, I really need to complete books this week because I'm super behind on the readathon and it's kind of stressing me out. So I really need to be fast and like complete some challenges, and I know I can do it. So especially since like we're kind of in lockdown now, I'm not working out as much and everything, I'm not as busy after work, so I should have more time to read technically. So I'm really going to try to finish at least one of these by the end of the work week. I think that could be great, and maybe alongside it try to finish this. That's going to be our goal. So right now I have about 15 minutes, 20 to 15 minutes before I have to get back to work, so I'm going to try a chapter of both The Eye of the North and A Pinch of Magic, and I'll let you guys know which one I prefer and which one I plan on continuing next. The first chapter was so good. I am already super intrigued, and like the ending of that first chapter, I'm like, okay, damn, I need to continue reading. So far it seems like this might be a good pick, but now we'll try A Pinch of Magic and see what I think about this one. Okay, so it's 1 p.m. so I have to get back to work. I didn't get to finish reading the first chapter of A Pinch of Magic because the first chapter is like 15 pages long for whatever reason. So I'll finish that after work. So far I'm enjoying it, but I will finish the first chapter and I'll update you guys as to which book I end up picking. I'm interrupting this vlog to tell you that it's snowing! And it's so beautiful too. It's like super magical, whimsical, I don't know. Super cute. I love it. Okay, so it's now a little bit later. My workday is over. I've gone on a walk with my mom and I've had dinner, and I have also finished the first chapter of A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison, and I truly cannot choose which book I want to read next because both of these first chapters were so good and so enticing. I'm super intrigued by both premises. Like, I feel like this one offers kind of spooky vibes because the first chapter took place on Halloween night and it's about sisters, a curse. I don't know, it sounds very cozy and a little bit spooky, which I think would be very fun. And this one is very adventurous and very fun, I guess. Like, in terms of action, I think we're gonna get more action in this one, but I don't know. I haven't read either of them, so I can't really choose. So what I did is I asked you guys on Instagram stories to pick my next read. I put the poll up after work, so like at about 5 p.m. after I finished reading the first chapter of this. And so far I think A Pinch of Magic is winning, which I guess I was kind of expecting because I know it's super popular and a lot of people on BookTube specifically love this book. So I'm expecting it to win, to be honest. But I'll leave the poll up for a little bit later just because I don't think I'll have a lot of time to read right now because I know my mom wanted to go to Costco, and when we're back I'll take some time to read and, you know, get ready for bed and everything, and I'll have like some time to sit down and actually get some reading done. So we'll see then which book you guys have picked for me. By the way, if you guys are not following me on social media, especially Instagram and Twitter, you definitely should, because I ask you all the time what I should read next and just like your feedback on videos and stuff like that, even like video ideas. So if you guys want to see beautiful pictures on Instagram or just I guess fun tweets on Twitter, definitely follow me on there. My handles will be in the description box down below as always. But now I'm going to watch some YouTube videos, I think, for a little bit, and maybe read a little bit of A Pinch of Magic since this is the one that's winning so far, and then we'll go to Costco. Okay, so it's now much later. It's 9 p.m. and I'm back from Costco. Obviously I have taken my shower and everything, and now I'm ready to dive into my book. And the people on Instagram stories have spoken because I will be reading A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison. I'm not really surprised by this result, and technically I could wait until like tomorrow because the poll will be done by then, but so far this is winning by 60%, so we're gonna go with this one. And if like the results change tomorrow, I'll pick the Eye of the North. We'll see. But I'm not surprised that this one is winning so far because, as I've mentioned before, this is quite popular here on BookTube, so I'm not surprised that people have picked this one over the other. And I'm actually quite excited because, as I mentioned, I was really enjoying both of these, and I feel like both of these would be very fun reads, and I feel like this one is going to be like very atmospheric and cozy and a little bit spooky, and I'm here for it. So right now I'm going to cuddle up with my book before I go to bed and see how far I can get into it. Hey guys, so it's the next day. Today is Wednesday, and yesterday I read quite a bit of A Pinch of Magic. I read about 100 pages, and today I read about 50 pages, so I'm currently at page 148, and I'm so glad that you guys picked this book because I am loving it so much. I didn't think I would like this as much as I am right now, and I'm so glad that I was wrong and that BookTube was right because this is absolutely amazing. I am adoring it. I cannot wait to continue reading it, and I think that's going to be our plan for tonight because I don't really have anything else to do, so I think I'm just going to have a cozy night in. So we're going to read our book, put on a face mask, light some candles, and just like a cozy reading night. And I might also do some editing for this video that you're watching because I feel like it would be a good thing for me to start editing it already. But the plan for tonight is just to maybe like get cozy and read and maybe watch some YouTube or maybe Netflix or something. Just take some time for myself, which I think I really deserve. So this is a plan. Let's do this. Hi guys, so it is Friday Friday. I don't think I updated you guys yesterday, but I did finish reading A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison, and I loved it so much. It was so good. A 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait to continue reading the rest of the series. And I just cannot believe that I haven't read this before. It was so good. It felt like I read a book that was meant for a little bit of an older audience. I don't know if it's because the main character was 13, and most middle grade books that I've read, the main character is usually aged between like 10 and 12, and so it was a little bit different to follow an older main character, but I had so much fun reading it, and it was amazing. Top tier middle grade, highly recommend. I can totally see why people on BookTube love it so much, because it is really good, and I cannot wait to continue the series like I've said before, and that means that we have another clue under our belt. So right now, today is a Friday, like I said. It's about 6:30 p.m. and I'm about to start filming another video. I'm participating in the Basically Readathon hosted by Basically Brit, so I will be putting a hold on my BELIEVATHON TBR because I have a special theme for that video. So I'm not going to be reading any more books out of my TBR for BELIEVATHON until the Basically Readathon is over, so Saturday night. So I will film a final clip on Saturday. I'm not going to film anything in the next couple of hours, I guess, because yeah, I am participating in something else, but I will be filming a final clip where I tell you guys what I've read and if I manage to accumulate any more clues, because I might be able to use some of my books that I'm planning on reading during the Basically Readathon for the BELIEVATHON, because some of them are middle grade, so I might be able to use some of them for this readathon as well, and then we'll see where we're at in terms of our clues and what else we have to read, I guess, in order to complete the readathon on time. Hey guys, so I realized that I never really wrapped up this vlog. So during the Basically Readathon, I didn't read any middle grade books, which quite frankly was a nice break from it. I love middle grade, but it was nice to read something else for a while. So that means that this week is over and now I have to do like my final update. So this week we have acquired 2 clues. We have the chain with Tilly and a Map of Stories and the torn page with A Pinch of Magic, which means that in total we have 7 clues so far out of 13. It's not a lot, to be honest. I was hoping to be far more ahead at this point in time, and there's only 1 week left to BELIEVATHON, so we'll have to reorganize our TBR and see which prompts I can double upon. So I guess that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this a big thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!